So very good afternoon to all. I welcome you for the lecture of production and operation management. So last lecture, I will take just a review what we have discussed in last lecture and let us proceed further for today's lecture. So in the last lecture, we have discussed about the production system. So we have discussed a make to stock, make to order and assemble to order. These are the three different production systems. So here you can see we have discussed about the what are the different features available in make to stock production. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages that finished products are there, finished goods are there, and they are available, and we can directly or the customer can directly purchase it, and very less waiting period is there. Shorter delivery time is there. If it is not available, the retailer or the wholesaler will make it available to you within very short time. Then this is the information required to production plan and characteristics we have discussed. Then make to order. These are the products which are not prepared, not produced or manufactured until the final order is received from the customer. So this is very important. So after receive the firm order from the customer, your product is manufactured. So there is no question that whether it is available in stock. And again, we have discussed about this, what is the strategy? It is a demand responsive. And we have discussed some of the examples of special purpose machine or some of the missile products or some of the aeroplane like products or special purpose, which are not in available, which we have to view the order and then, or you can take our general purpose as custom tailored clothing also. So custom tailored clothing, the order is placed like these are the specifications, and based on the specifications you have to perform or you have to go for the clothing, and then you will get the product ready. Then these are the situations in which we should go for and characteristics for this second type. Then assemble to order, the next type, where the parts are already available in stock. Once the order is given, then it is assembled and order is shipped. So this is assemble to order. And then we have gone for a comparative study for the make to stock, make to order and assemble to order. So this is the comparative study we have gone for. The comparison is made based on this product range, then production volume, lead time, then customer producer interface. It is very low in the very first type, make to stock. It is very high in the case of make to order, and it is a medium level in case of assemble to order. So these are the three things. Then fluctuating demand, how it is handled in these three cases. Then basics of planning, inventory level, and product category. Based on these 8 different pointers, the comparative analysis for make to stock, make to order, and assemble to order is discussed. Now let us proceed further. Classification of production systems. So this you might have heard before, here before also. Still, we will focus, we will discuss each system in detail. We will go with some of the examples that what are these different things that are involved in this classification, and what are the characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, or special features, requirements of these 4 systems that also we will discuss. So here, according to the volume of production and standardization of product, these systems are classified. So job order production, very first, then batch production, then mass production, and continuous production. So these are the 4 different production systems. So let us go one by one. The classification is based on volume, means nothing but the quantity of production, and the product standardization. So let us start. So these production systems are classified as job, batch, mass, and continuous flow. So here you can see, friends, that here is a chart, output or product variety and the volume. Volume versus variety. Just wait. Okay, so volume versus variety, the graph is plotted, and you can see where the each category is fitting. Job shop production, batch, mass, and continuous. So let us start from job shop production. So if you consider the job shop production, a large variety is there, but production volume is very less. A large variety. You can say some of the products required in industry like boilers, pressure vessels, then like nuclear reactor, one order will continue for this nuclear type reactor or some components. So the complete assembly and it will take 5 years, 10 years. And the different components, the order is given to different industries. Then that detailed of the very large size component, the component itself is taking 2 years, 3 years manufacturing cycle. So these you can consider as job shop production. So here variety is more. So one industry, let us take an example, Valchanagari Industries Limited. So the boilers they can manufacture the heat exchangers, then different nuclear products, then different products required for aerospace or our space program, then different products for missile. These I am telling very unique products. And in addition to this, they are also fabricating this sugar centrifugal, then complete boilers having different varieties. Uh, Starting means you can say the turnkey project of cement and turnkey project of sugar. So turnkey project indicates that from the start of this sugar cane putting up to where we are getting the sugar, final sugar, this complete shop is you will get the ready setup from this Valchanagari industry. So see, in one industry, these are the different variety, different shops are there. So this is nothing but the job order production. As the job changes, depending upon the facility, they will accept the order and they will go for the accommodating the changes what are required in the job, and they will go for producing. This is job shop or job order production. So here volume is very less. It is not that volume is more like batch, mass and continuous. Volume is very less, but variety is more. Then next we will go for batch production. So in batch production, again, there are detailed characteristics. Just we will discuss about variety and volume. So less variety as compared to job shop, but more volume as compared to job shop. So here you can see less variety as compared to job shop. So here one product may be taking many years, or you can say one day or few months also. So batch production, let us have example of Cipla. So they are manufacturing tablets, they are manufacturing capsules. So they are having different set dyes and this molds and this where the detailed procedure you can just Google it for tablets manufacturing. And different tablet is having different composition and one Cipla is manufacturing. So in if you Marathi, you can say that kutli batch challi, which batch is going on. So they will go for this batch type means now whatever they are manufacturing, let us take just plain paracetamol 500. Let us take that Cipla is giving name it as Crocin or Calpal. So this is the application that 500 mg paracetamol production is going on batch type. So it will not the it is not the case that through 1 year they are producing only this paracetamol 500. Not at all. So there are batches. So another medicine will come. It may be capsule, it may be tablet having different size, different you can say power, mg, then different specification, different packaging, and again schedule H drug or very you can say different types of drugs which are for pediatric for kids, and then for general purpose. So there are again different categories and accordingly. So these are manufactured in batches. So as compared to job shop, less variety is there and volume is more. And why it is batch? A batch, for example, that let us go for a 1 lakh tablets of any of one configuration. Let us go for these capsules of B complex. Again, it will go for certain production. So this I am giving example. And if you want to know, just to go for analysis, again, you will see the batch number is also written and on the strip. In which batch it is manufactured. Just refer the strips and many of the companies are writing this batch number. So in which batch it is produced. Understanding, friends, this is the concept of batch production. Then mass production. So mass and continuous, you can say the variety is very reducing to lesser and the volume is increasing. And in continuous production, a very high volume. So these are somewhat analogous concepts. This mass production and continuous production, somewhat analogous concept. So you are seeing the mass production, the volume is raised, and again continuous production, it is also again raised up to higher level. So here you can see the volume is very higher, but if you compare with the product variety, so very less variety or no variety. So again, we can go for a different example. So continuous production, you can take the example of this bottles. So you can say 1 liter water bottle. Let it be any company. So the company is producing, for example, Bisleri and 1 liter setup is there. So only 1 liter of water bottle. Very less human interference is there. Maximum automation. Just click on the button, start production, and for the complete shop, manufacturing of bottles, complete shop, very less interference of human being or personnel is there, in spite of the maintenance or other things. So it is just like fully automated. And mass production, somewhat lower category of this continuous production. So though the quantity is much more, but the human interference is still there in mass production as compared to continuous production. So continuous production, highest volume as compared to mass. Mass is having somewhat lower volume. And if you consider the variety in mass production, the variety is more as compared to continuous. In continuous, no variety. You cannot change the setup. Only that one line, and continuous fabrication or continuous manufacturing for 24/7, it will continue. So these are the different production, continuous, mass, batch, and job with reference to, you can say, with reference to volume and with reference to product variety. Okay. So you can see this. So these are the comparison. Now let us go and discuss one by one that what are the different things and how to go for it. Okay, next. Okay, so now job shop production. So here you can see in the job shop production that let us first, we will discuss the characteristics and then we will go for some of the, you can say, situations where it is preferred. It will come in the characteristics only. We will discuss some of the examples, and then we will also discuss what are the advantages or limitations of this type of production. So let us go one by one. So job shop production are characterized by manufacturing of one or few quantity of products. Very important, one or few quantities. So here this is, you can see, this is the one or few quantity of products designed and produced as per the specification of customers within the prefixed time and cost. So let us take example of one, let us take example of two. Okay, the distinguishing features of this is low volume and high variety. So we have already discussed distinguishing feature, or the main characteristics is low volume. So one is no volume, only one product is produced for 1 year. So very, very low volume. Or if any 5-6 products are again manufactured, then again you can call it as low volume, but high variety of products. So variety, this job shop production can have, just I have given an example, type 1 product, type 2 product, type 3 product, type 4 product. So you can, this custom clothing you can go for. So customized clothing, this is the one of the example. So that tailor is same, but it is not the case that every, you can say, clothing will be same. Again, you go, if you take the example of blazer or suit, then again you can say that every blazer or suit will not be the same. So the time be 10 or 15 days, and let us say that very high customized blazers having very good quality of that particular clothing, and again some more specification that at this collar I want this, then this is should be the embroidery, and these are the some features added in that custom clothing. So definitely it will take much more time as the specifications are changing. So let us take one by one 2-3 examples. So space vehicles, example number one or few. So this is the example of one. Or if you say few, again few can be tolerated. If again I will give, you will say, sir, same example that in that you are giving, but it is having some good, you can say, established infrastructure for the space, nuclear, and defense. So I am giving the example of this Walchanagar Industry Limited, where I have served for 5 years in nuclear division. So the space vehicles. So there is one division dealing with this space vehicle. So defense, and one is there with aerospace. So the aerospace, they are having the product of 2-meter motor, 2.8-meter motor, 3.2-meter motor. This motor is nothing but these. If you see the missile complete part at the end, some there is, or you can say aerospace vehicle. Let us take Chandrayaan or any other. So GSLV, geosynchronous satellite launching vehicle, or polar satellite launching vehicle, PSLV. So at the top, it contains that satellite, and whatever the motors are there, 1, 2, 3. These are the stages which are fired in between, and it will give motion to reach to whatever desired orbit. And again, if you consider this complete as one vessel, then at the side, maybe one side, second side, and third side. So at the 3 sides, again, small, you can see these nozzles are there and small vessels are there. So these small vessels are fired first, then the lower vessel, then the middle, then the upper, and it will reach to the orbit. So what are the different? Though whatever side 3 are there, so they are named as, for example, this PS0 or something, you can say 0 stage motors. So they will fire first, then the lower one, then middle one, then upper one. So these are the some of the, you can use just Google it, you will get it. So the main customers are VSSC, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, through ISRO. And these are the very unique orders. So you can say not one. So these are the motors required for different. So you can say they are continuous orders, as our space program is fixed. That this will be launched, then Chandrayaan, then this, then this, then this. Next 20 years, our space program is fixed. And based on the space program, the orders are given. So there are many, again, you can say Walchanagar, then L&T is there, then Godrej is there. There are many industries which are contributing to this space program. These I am just giving some of the examples. So these are the very customized orders, job shop production. So job order, only one order is there. Let us take example, this job shop. Again, you can take this NPCIL, Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited. Just take the example of BRC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Let's say Bhavini, Bharatiya Navikiya Vidyut Nigam. These are all the nuclear sectors. IGCAR is there, Indira Gandhi Center for Advanced Research. So these are the all fields related to this atomic energy. And this they are having the setup, and they are giving different orders. And I have given you that the first launch of our nuclear submarine Arihant, and what are the different parts required for it. So this is the unique example. You can take that job order production, only one or whatever. If 2, 3 are required for that unit, 2, 3. So this is related to space vehicles. Then let us go for aircraft. We cannot say that aircraft, again, it may be some of the parts, whatever the parts required. The parts can be fabricated or manufactured in batches, or you can say in continuous also. But there is this aircraft. So you may see the aircraft manufacturing, but it is not like you can call it as the mass production. So every aircraft is having, or you can say the fighter jets. So they are a few quantity or one quantity, like this, very specialized. Then special purpose machine. So SPM, I have given you idea that if you want that that one your milling machine will do the 5 operations simultaneously with some attachment and with some different features which should be incorporated in that particular machine. For example, milling should also happen. Then gear one attachment is there for tooth cutting by milling. Then it should also go for some of the grinding operation using some different attachment. Again, if it is required to go for some taper, then some indexing mechanism is already there. In addition to that, some more features in that machine so that you can use it as a vertical center and with many things. So these are the customized things. Then tooling, jigs and fixtures, very, very important. So you might have studied the subject tool engineering. So if you want to go for a drill in any of the particular space, and if it is you cannot drill directly, then it is required the jigs and fixtures. Jig will hold the tool as well as guide the tool as well as support the job, and fixture, it will only support the job, it will not guide the tool. So this is the basic difference between jig and fixture. And so the specialized jig and fixture, and if you go for batch, continuous and mass production, All these things are standardized. Just you have to replace it and you have to continue further. But in job, you have to go for different jigs and fixture for this fabrication. So the jig and fixture fabrication, it is also one of the example of job shop production. Then customized clothing, I have already given you example that customized clothing example. Then large turbo generators, another example. This material handling machine. So what are the different material handling machines? Let us take overhead crane having the capacity of 250 tons. Not unique, or many the demand also is very less. Let it be 10 cranes or 50 cranes per year also. So once in a month only 2-3 cranes like this. Construction equipment, job shop, and like. So again, in this construction also you can take this as job order production. So these are the some of the examples. I want to give you the sense that these are the some of the examples which are very low volume and high variety. Variety in every case, you will get the different variety. So it is high variety, and these are the some of the examples that we are discussing. Let us proceed further, friends. So these are the some of the characteristics of this job shop production. So when it is followed, that when you can apply this high variety of products and low volume, this we have already discussed that variety is more. The same shop is used for welding of any pressure vessel. The same shop is used for fabrication of any different joints. You can say different structures. Then the same shop is used for manufacturing the jigs and fixtures. So see, the machines are same, but the products are different. And low volume is there. This is very important. You can say low volume. I have given idea, maybe 1, maybe 2, or maybe very less. So this is the example of this, you can say, job shop production. And then use of general purpose machine and facility. No any SPM, special purpose machine. General purpose lathe machine, general purpose your universal drilling machine, then milling machine, and the welding machines having the some of the, you can say, TIG welding, MIG welding, general purpose welding, and general purpose material handling system. So these are all general purpose machine. General purpose machine, all the in lathe machine, one can go for facing, turning, taper turning, and apart from this, you can go for knurling, you can go for threading, you can go for step. So these are the various operations. But you go for SPM, only that lathe will be go for a use for 2 operations, and much more speed is there. So that SPM is not used here. SPM manufacturing is an example of job shop, but that SPM very less or frequently, or they are not used for the job shop production. Highly skilled operators who can take up each job as a challenge because of uniqueness. So jobs are, variety is very less. The jobs are very unique. So here you can say highly skilled operators are required. The operator is operating lathe machine. So I have given you the idea. There may be facing, turning, and a combination of these, the complex tolerances. Then you can go for knurling operation, and then threading may be there, assembly may be there. So stringent tolerance requirement is there, so that the part will fit to another part. So, and the one operator on lathe machine, he is expert in all these. If you take the automatic, then the operator, what he is doing, just loading the job, pressing the button, job will get completed, removing the job, loading the another job. No skill is required. So the machine is doing everything, but in this job shop case, the machine is not. See, the machines are general purpose machines, and therefore operator should be skilled one who can take job as a challenge. Now I will give you just one example here. So in many of the cases, manual tapping is done. You know the tapping operation. First the drilling is done, and then the taps, tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, and tap 3. The final operation will be done, and then the threading, inside threading is done by you. So many of the times, due to hardness and due to other characteristics, the tap gets breaks inside that particular hole where you are doing it. So let us take help of this Marathi for your better understanding. टॅपिंग करताय आणि टॅप तुटलेला आहे. So the tap gets break inside. Now you cannot going for this tapping operation further. So now you have to remove that tap. And where is the tap? The tap is already at 5 mm below your surface. इथं सरफेस आहे, त्याच्या आतमध्ये टॅप आहे आणि 5 मिलीमीटर आतमध्ये टॅप आहे आणि तो टॅप तुटलेला. The tap is broken. Now what is to be done? What you can do for? So see, there are some skilled workers, we can call it as highly skilled fitters in the industry, and they will use their skills, and by they are having some special purpose apparatus, and by using that they will remove the broken tap also from that particular hole. So this is the highly skilled. Just I am giving the example of job shop production, and these are the very skilled. There is one separate concept in big industry, tool room, and the highly skilled operators are there in tool room. So like this, some complex operations are there, such highly skilled operators are required. They will take this job as a challenge and they will get it done, or they will accomplish it, they will complete it. Then large inventory of materials, tools and parts. So inventory is more. I have given you the idea what is inventory. So in the raw material not processed, then the material is in process. So at the same time, that welding is required, manufacturing is required, fabrication is required, machining is required, quality control is required. So for machining, many tools are required. The job is loaded in for machining. Then after that machining, the job is going for super finishing by hand, or some maybe grinding, or some maybe super finishing operation. Then it will go for cleaning. Again, it will go for some welding of another part. So like these different operations are there. So large inventory. When the part is start to be processing, and that cycle is 1 year, after 1 year only the job will get dispatched. So this 1 year, you can call this as complete inventory. Detailed planning is essential for sequencing the requirement. See, if it is job top or mass production, the machines are fixed, the flow is fixed from this to this, this to this, this to this, and next machine, and it will get completed. But here, no. Detailed planning is required. All machines are general purpose machines. Therefore, for the general purpose machine, the job is to be located for drilling machine for this many hours. After that, it should be for milling machine. Then it should be for lathe. So when the job is in drilling, whether the lathe operator is having no load, whether he is idle, so for that case, assigning some other job to him, and when that job will over, allowing to this to lathe machine and loading the next job to drilling machine. So a complex, you can say, detailed planning is required so that no machine and no man will idle. And very important, no job should be idle in process inventory. The job is waiting for the operation. Then the machine is not available. Again, this you can call it as awaiting for the operation. And idle, the wasting of time and wasting of money for each product, and capacity of each work center, it should be identified. The lathe machine, it is not having the capability to produce 10 micron tolerance. So it should be uploaded up to CNC or any more accurate machine. And where it is not required to go for that welding angle, you can say this angle is required to be prepared. You say this angle as 45 degree and tolerance is plus minus 3 degrees. You can go for general purpose that milling also, and by rotating the head and giving it angle 45 degree, and you can go for the operation. General purpose machine also you can go for. So this is the thing, that critical planning is required, that which job is required to be loaded at which particular center, and what are the worker and other facilities we will be loaded at. Okay, advantages of this job shop production. Because of general purpose machine and facilities, variety of products can be produced. See, we have already discussed, general purpose machines are there, the facilities are there, a variety of products. The same shop can manufacture different varieties of products. Operator will become more skilled and competent as each job gives learning opportunities. See, operator will become more skilled. If he is a fitter, so he can do the marking operation, the marking on plates. He can do the fitting operation. He can do the assembly operations. And I have given you idea, if the tap is broken inside, then it will also improve how to remove that tap. So these are the different variety. The same fitter will do grinding operation, less skill is required. Then finishing operation, then fitting operation where more skill is required. Then welding setups, again skilled worker is required. and highly skilled for the super finishing operations where it is not possible to use any machine. So only that skill of that operator will work. So as each job is giving them more and more learning opportunity, the skills and the competency is increasing, and operator will become more skilled when he will handle the different types of jobs. Full potential of operators can be utilized. So this will give operator opportunity and full potential, it will be utilized. It is not the case that just taking the job, loading it, press on, move to next, then second job, press on, and again in between, if the operator is free, for example, the job is loaded for 5 minutes, and in between that 5 minutes, the operator can go for some other work. This is not the case. So here, full potential, every task is challenging, and the skill of operator is utilized at higher level. So full potential is utilized in this case. Then opportunity exists for creative methods and innovative ideas. This for drilling, there is a problem. One jig is required to be manufactured. For this milling operation, the milling head cannot go beyond this, and we want this degree. So some alternative options or some fixtures one has to go for. So designing of these fixtures, fabrication of these fixtures, and if some of the operation cannot be accomplished in that particular time by using any machine, so what are the creative methods can be utilized? So their opportunity is there in this job shop production. This is not in any other area. Then what are the limitations of this? You can say the job shop production. So here you can say higher cost due to frequent setup changes. Now one job is in progress, the requirement is completely different. Next job, again the requirement is different. So frequent setup changes. For job A, it requires this setup, and these are the jigs and these are the fixtures. For job B, different setup. For job C, different setup. So frequent changes in the setup, and this leads to higher cost. So this is you can call this as the limitation. Then higher level of inventory at all levels, higher level of inventory at all levels, and higher inventory cost. Let us take the example that raw material is in. So the job shop, it requires raw material inventory. When the inventory is in, then for 1 month, 1 year, 6 months, the job will not get processed. So all types of inventory, let it be in process inventory, it will be at quality control, whether we require that some of the parts directly to be ordered, like nuts, bolts, and other things that. So all materials, the things required for machining, the tools and the grinding wheels, buffing wheels, these are the super finishing apparatus required. So all these cases, inventory is at all levels is more, and therefore inventory cost is. Production planning is complicated. Different machining centers are there and different jobs are there. Each job is having different requirements. I have given you idea. One job require milling, one job require, or every job require milling, every job require lathe machine, every job require drilling machine, and some job requires the you can say planing machine, shaping machine, and there are some special purpose machines are there. They are also required. So production planning, that how the jobs will flow. It will go to first on which machine, second on which machine, third on which machine, how it will proceed, and ultimately what is the time required, and if in between something collapse, that if it should go to drilling machine, but the drilling machine suddenly under breakdown maintenance, what should be done? So for this case, critical production planning is required. Then large space requirements. For mass production, you can arrange lathe machine, drilling machine, shaping machine, grinding machine, then inspection, then coloring, packaging, dispatch. One simple example I am giving. And this is also in sequence for small case. So you can very less space, and the sequence is also not changed. The job will go very first on lathe only, then drilling only, then shaping only. Whatever the flow is there, it is constant. But in this case, large variety. So flow is not constant. Different setups are required, different facilities are required, therefore space requirements are larger. These are the some of the limitations. So this is the friend about the job type, and we have discussed also the different examples of this job type production. Let us start now batch type production. So batch type production is defined by the American Production and Inventory Control Society, APICS, as a form of manufacturing in which the job passes through the functional department in lots or in batches. A form of manufacturing in the job passes through the functional department. Let it will start from material inspection, marking, then fabrication, then machining center, quality control, then after quality control, painting or any other packaging, then dispatch. These are the sum. And in manufacturing, it may go for different machining. I have just said manufacturing. In machining, it will go for on 6 machines, but I will say one word as a machining section. So the job is passes through various functional department in lots or batches. Very important. 100, 500, 1000, and each lot may have different routing. Each lot, each batch may have. If the capsule is produced, routing means different process plan. If the capsule is produced, the process may be different, the things may be different. Accordingly, the setup is required to change. If the small tablets are there, the setup may be changed. If the tablets are of different size, the die and setup may be changed. So depending upon the requirement, depending upon the size of the batch, the machining setup, the jigs and fixtures like required in fabrication, then the quality control, the quality requirement, the packaging. Then after packaging also, if you take the example of these tablets, so printing on it, then the expiry and etc., then checking, and finally dispatch. These things are different. So is a form of manufacturing in which the job passes through different functional departments in lots or batches, and each lot may have different routing. It is characterized by the manufacture of limited number of products produced at regular intervals and stock awaiting sales. So it is the latest take. I have given the example of Cipla only. Manufacture a limited number of products. I have given you. A batch is going. The batch may be of Procin. The batch may be of azithromycin. These are the different. Then the batch may be of any other. You can say that Rantac, etc., some acidity related medicines. So at regular intervals and stock. It is not the case that someone want that tablet of paracetamol 500 mg for fever, and now the company is manufacturing paracetamol. So you know that the tablets are available in medical. So this is a retailer. Then you can say wholesaler, or in medical term it is called as distributor. So there is some distributor in Pandharpur region, mega distributor in Solapur district level, and as supply is located in nearby, so you can say in Pune. And if any company is from Haryana, then it may go to Delhi, then it may come to Mumbai, then Pune, then Solapur and Pandharpur. So and stocked for awaiting sales. Now, if you visit to any of the retailer, you may get or you will get definitely the you can say packets, or this you can call it as tablet of 10 or 15, whatever the standard size is there, and regular intervals. So they are knowing that this 1 month or this 15 days we will manufacture this paracetamol 500 mg one batch, and it will have the sale for next 6 months. After 15 days, they will go for some azithromycin related tablets. You can call it as the antibiotic, and the company will go for fabrication of or manufacturing it by or for 15 days, and again next cycle some of the capsules like this. So this is just I'm giving you the example of this batch type production. So when this batch type production is preferred, example I have given you. So the batch type production, it is preferred when the circumstances are like when there is a shorter production runs. So production time is not more. Shorter production runs, that it is manufactured within this particular time. Shorter production runs. When the plant and machinery are flexible. Flexible means not as job shop. It is more flexibility. But for this tablets manufacturing, only that whatever composition is required, composition is manufactured, and whatever the shape and size of the tablet, based on it, some that die and punches, because the tablets are manufactured by using this die and punches. So it will change. I am giving you just the example. So the plant and machinery are flexible. Based on this what production will be there. Accordingly, the die and punches and remaining things will change and the production will start. So when tablet 1 is manufacturing today and it is having schedule up to 15, then 15 afternoon or 15 evening it will end, then the complete setup will change. It may take 2 hours, 4 hours or 8 hours, and after that 8 hours again the new production line starts. When the plant and machinery setup is used for the production of item in a batch and change of setup is required for processing next batch. This example I am giving you. One setup is going on up to 15th, and up within 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever the gap is required, complete change for the next batch, and again change accordingly. So this is the batch. When the manufacturing lead time and cost are lower as compared to job order production. Lead time and cost. Lead time for job order production, one job may take 1 year, one job may take 15 days, one job may take 1 month. So here the lead time starting from raw material up to the end when it will be dispatched to the customer. So this is the lead time we have already discussed. And the cost, the lead time required is lesser and the cost required is also low as compared to job order production. Then in this case, one can go for batch type production. So here you can see in this batch type production, shorter production runs are there. So this is the process. It is starting here and it is completing here. So shorter production runs. I have given you the example already. Then when the plant and machinery are flexible, when the machinery setup used for the production of item in a batch, so complete setup will change for next batch. So this setup is completely removed and another setup is assembled or made available, and next batch is starting after the next batch. Again that setup is removed and next setup is made available for third batch, whatever. And the lead time and cost are low as compared to job order production. So friends, this is the summary. So today we have discussed about the classification system. So job order production, batch, mass and continuous. And then we have compared on a scale of variety versus volume for this continuous, mass, batch and job shop. And then we have discussed in detail about this job shop production, when it is required to follow, what are the advantages and what are the limitations of this job shop production. And then we have just started batch production. We have discussed the examples and we have discussed the characteristics when this batch type production is useful. Don't leave the meeting, be in the meeting. Okay, thank you very much.